Good morning. Today is February 9, 2026, Monday. First reading was taken from 1 King chapter 8 verses 1 to 7, 9 to 13. In those days, Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes and the leaders of the father's house of the people of Israel before King Solomon in Jerusalem, to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the city of David, which is Zion. And all the men of Israel assembled to King Solomon at the feast in the month Ethanim, which is the 7th month, and all the elders of Israel came, and the priests took up the ark, and they brought up the ark of the Lord, the tent of meeting, and all the holy vessels that were in the tent. The priests and the Levites brought them up. And King Solomon and all the congregation of Israel who had assembled before him were with him before the ark, sacrificing so many sheep and oxen that they could not be counted or numbered. Then the priest brought the ark of the covenant of the Lord to its place in the inner sanctuary of the house, in the most place underneath the wings of the cherubim. For the cherubim spread out their wings over the place of the ark, so that the cherubim overshadowed the ark and its poles. There was nothing in the ark except the two tablets of stone that Moses put there at Horeb, where the Lord made a covenant with the people of Israel when they came out of the land of Egypt. And when the priest came out of the holy place, a cloud filled the house of the Lord, so that the priest could not stand to minister because of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord filled the house of the Lord. Then Solomon said, "The Lord has said that he will dwell in thick darkness. I have indeed built you an exalted house, a place for you to dwell in forever. Go up, Lord, to the place of your rest." At Ephrata, we heard of it. We found it in the plains of Yearim. Let us go to the place of his dwelling. Let us bow down at his footstool. Go up, Lord, to the place of your rest. Go up, Lord, to the place of your rest. You and the ark of your strength. Your praise shall be clothed with justice. Your faithful shall ring out their joy. For the sake of David, your servant, do not reject your anointed. Go up, Lord, to the place of your rest. Alleluia, alleluia. Jesus was proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction among the people. Alleluia. Today's gospel was taken from Mark chapter 6 verses 53 to 56. At that time, when Jesus and his disciples had crossed over, they came to land at Gennesaret and moored to the shore. And when they got out of the boat, the people immediately recognized him and ran about the whole region and began to bring the sick people on their beds to wherever they heard he was. And wherever he came, in villages, cities, or countryside, they laid the sick in the marketplaces and implored him that they might touch even the fringe of his garment. And as many as touched it were made well. The word of the Lord. As Solomon dedicated the temple, he prayed for God's presence to dwell within it. Similarly, Jesus' presence in Gennesaret healed the sick and transformed lives, just as Jesus' presence brought healing and hope. Our presence is a powerful gift. It can uplift, inspire, and heal those around us. A warm smile, a listening ear, or a helping hand can brighten someone's day, while a harsh word, a dismissive glance, or a thoughtless action can wound deeply. Like Jesus, choose to be a presence of hope, kindness, and compassion. As you interact with others, remember, you have the power to make a positive impact. Good morning and have a blessed day.